These are 10 soul classics from 1965 that shaped the sound of America and still move us just as deeply today.
You don't really love me, you just keep me happy.
Smokey Robinson was making hearts ache with one of his most timeless ballads.
Don't you know I need you?
And Wilson Pickett gave us a midnight groove that defined an era.
Do all the things I told you in the midnight hour.
Number 10, I've Been Loving You Too Long by Otis Redding, the slow burn of undying devotion.
I've been loving you. Oh.
When Otis Redding released this smoldering ballad in 1965 on Volt Records, it felt like the world stopped to listen. Redding, still climbing the ladder of soul stardom, poured every ounce of passion into this performance. Co-written with Jerry Butler, the track was recorded in Memphis with Booker T and the MGs providing that velvety, restrained backing. Here's the twist. Otis improvised much of the vocal phrasing right there in the studio, building each line like a man confessing love for the first
with you, man,
and last time. You can practically hear the tears between the notes. Dim the lights, feel the hush of a southern summer night, and you're right there. A transistor radio hums on a porch, and Otis's voice cuts through the dusk like a sermon.
I've been loving you.
The song reached number 2 on the R&B charts and became a concert centerpiece for Redding. It's still one of the rawest love declarations soul music ever gave us.
Love you, I love you with all my heart, and I can't stop.
And if you thought that was emotional, just wait till we hit number 6. Number 9, The In Crowd by Dobie Gray. Cool, confident, and just a little bit rebellious.
I'm in with the in crowd.
In 1965, Dobie Gray wasn't just singing about fitting in. He defined what it meant to be hip. Released on Charger Records, The In Crowd blurred the line between soul, jazz, and pop, backed by a swinging arrangement from the legendary Wrecking Crew.
We make way day or night. They know the in crowd is.
But here's the kicker. Gray recorded it in a single take, capturing that live wire energy that made the song an anthem for the stylish, young, and restless. It became a crossover smash, reaching both R&B and pop charts.
In with the in crowd. It's easy to find.
Imagine stepping into a smoky club in '65, patent leather shoes shining. The saxophone hits.
Every minute count, yeah. Our share is always the biggest of mine.
And this song struts through the room. It's a vibe. It is the vibe. Long before the term main character energy existed, Dobie Gray lived it here. And it's why this track still struts with timeless swagger.
Spending cash, talking trash, girl.
From Uptown Cool, we're heading straight to church with the next one. Number 8, People Get Ready by The Impressions, the gospel train that carried a generation.
People get ready, ready, ready. There's a train that...
Released on ABC Paramount in 1965, People Get Ready wasn't just a song. It was a prayer, a movement, a balm for a broken America.
Picking up passengers.
Coast to coast.
You see,
Curtis Mayfield, already a poetic force, wrote it in the midst of the civil rights struggle. His voice, smooth as molasses and heavy with hope, reached deep into the soul.
are you hopeless sinners? Oh no, who have spent all...
Here's the powerful truth. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. often used this song to rally hearts at his marches. It wasn't about chart positions, it was about purpose. You can still feel the sway of the choir, the hush of Sunday morning sunlight spilling through stained glass, the aching desire for something better.
And you know,
Ranked by Rolling Stone among the greatest songs of all time, People Get Ready has been covered by everyone from Aretha to Rod Stewart, but nothing touches the purity of the original.
You have some, we may be young. You have
Hope and harmony were just the beginning, because next up, the heartbreak hits home. Number 7, Tracks of My Tears by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, where every smile hides a broken heart. This Motown masterpiece from 1965 showcased Smokey Robinson's storytelling at its most poetic. Released on Tamla, the track was co-written with Pete Moore and Marv Tarplin, whose iconic guitar intro is as instantly recognizable as the first line of a love letter you can't bring yourself to throw away.
Take a good look at my face.
Here's a beautiful bit of trivia. Smokey's inspiration came from the idea that clowns cry behind the makeup, a concept he turned into one of soul's most heartbreaking metaphors.
Yeah, look a little bit closer and it's easy.
Close your eyes and it's prom night in Detroit. Your best suit, her best dress, and that slow dance where your heart doesn't quite line up with your smile.
Hey, hey, yeah.
Tracks of My Tears soared on the charts and has been inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. But more than that, it lives on in the quiet moments when old wounds ache.
Look at my, oh, you see my smile.
And if this one's about tears, the next is pure thunder. Number 6, In the Midnight Hour by Wilson Pickett, the groove that defined Southern soul.
Do all the things I told you in the midnight hour.
Recorded at Stax Studios but released by Atlantic Records, this 1965 track saw Wilson Pickett stepping into his full power. Co-written with Steve Cropper, the song introduced a revolutionary rhythm shift, emphasizing the 2 and 4 beats that would redefine dance music for decades.
I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour. That's when I love.
Here's the surprise. Pickett initially struggled with the timing. It wasn't until Cropper suggested a delay in the downbeat that In the Midnight Hour clicked into place and became pure magic.
Will you play it for me now, Reckless?
This is the sound of sweat on hardwood floors, of basement parties packed wall to wall, of the bass thump echoing down city blocks. It hit number 1 on the R&B charts and helped cement the Memphis sound as the gold standard of soul.
That's when my love began to shine. 'Cause you
A staple in film, ads, and cover bands worldwide, this groove will never go out of style. If these classics from 1965 are bringing back memories, give this video a thumbs up. It helps us keep the soul alive. And stick around. We've still got 5 more timeless tracks to come, including a duet that changed everything and a Motown hit that launched a legend. Number 5, I Can't Help Myself, Sugar Pie Honey Bunch by the Four Tops, Motown's sweetest obsession. Released in May 1965 under Motown's label, this Holland Dozier Holland creation was a sugar rush of melody and heartbreak. The Four Tops, led by Levi Stubbs' rich, pleading voice, turned desperation into dance floor gold.
And I kissed it 1,000 times.
Here's a juicy detail. It was one of Motown's biggest selling singles ever, but it almost didn't go to the tops. The songwriters considered it for the Supremes before Stubbs laid down a vocal that blew everyone away. Picture it, a crowded sock hop, hands held tight, spinning to the beat with love in your eyes and teenage urgency in your heart. That bass line? Instant joy.
I get all choked up inside.
The song hit #1 on both R&B and pop charts, and its call and response style would echo through soul, disco, and pop for years. It's infectious, irresistible, and unforgettable. From Sweet Obsession to Tender Surrender, up next is a duet made in heaven. Number 4, Let's Do It Over by Joe Simon, soul's soft-spoken apology.
Let's do it over. Do you remember?
Joe Simon might not be a household name like Otis or Marvin, but in 1965, he delivered one of the most quietly devastating R&B songs of the year.
Looking back over those.
Let's Do It Over, released on VJ Records, was a slow-dancing plea for a second chance. Here's the twist. It gained more traction in the South than on national charts, making it a secret treasure among deep soul lovers.
Let's do it over.
DJs would spin it late at night when the crowd had thinned and the memories started pouring in. You can almost hear the vinyl crackle, feel the gentle sway of someone holding you just a little too close, hoping you don't pull away. While it never charted as high as some Motown giants, its influence ran deep, especially among Southern soul stylists like Bobby Womack and Johnny Taylor. Sometimes, quiet love speaks loudest. Ready for some sass? The next track brings the heat. Number 3, Take Me Back by Little Milton, where blues met soul and begged for mercy. In 1965, Little Milton bridged the gap between deep Delta blues and urban soul with Take Me Back, released on Chess Records' Checker imprint. His guitar cried as much as his voice did, and together they built a plea so raw it could crack concrete. The powerful detail? This was Milton's comeback moment after several stalled singles. Take Me Back put him on the map and gave him his first major R&B chart success. The song is humid with heartbreak. Picture a hazy juke joint in Mississippi, neon flickering, the air thick with smoke and regret.
But now I realize it's you I idolize.
Every note aches. Its blend of gospel phrasing, blues licks, and soul storytelling would influence a generation of Southern soul artists, and even bleed into rock. But if that's soul's bluesy cry, our next track is pure Detroit fire. Number 2, Stop, In the Name of Love by the Supremes, the girl group moment that froze time. Released in early 1965, this Motown smash became one of the Supremes' most iconic tracks. Written and produced by the powerhouse team of Holland Dozier Holland, it blended vulnerability and steel like few songs ever had.
Leaving me alone and hurt.
Behind the scenes, the hand motion, the famous stop gesture, was choreographed by Motown's in-house charm school, designed to captivate TV audiences. And it worked.
Haven't I been sweet to you? Stop in the name.
Their performance on The Ed Sullivan Show sent shockwaves across America. This is polished soul drama. Imagine sitting cross-legged on the living room rug, color TV flickering, parents dancing behind you, the Supremes demanding love, grace, and dignity all at once.
I tried so hard to be patient.
It hit #1 on both R&B and pop charts and remains a symbol of elegance, strength, and style. But trust me, nothing will prepare you for what's coming at #1. #1, A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke, the soul prophecy that still echoes.
A change gonna come. Oh, yes.
Though recorded in late '63, Sam Cooke's masterpiece didn't truly resonate until 1965, when it played as both elegy and anthem during the height of the civil rights movement.
I go to the movie.
Cooke, heartbroken by injustice, yet hopeful for change, penned this after hearing Dylan's "Blowin' in the Wind." It became his most personal and prophetic work.
A long time coming, but I know.
Tragically, Sam was gone by the time it reached the public, making every note even more haunting. Released on RCA, the orchestration swells with gravity, and Cooke's voice, tender, trembling, determined, carries the weight of a nation's hope.
But he winds up.
Close your eyes and you can feel the march's footsteps, the whispered prayers, the dawn of something new. It's not just a song, it's a soul scripture. Covered by generations, quoted in speeches etched in history, "A change is gonna come" is eternal.
But now I think I'm able to.
From Motown Magic to Stax Fire, these tracks remind us why 1965 was a year like no other in soul. Thanks for joining us on this soul stroll. Subscribe to keep the groove alive and never miss our next stroll through time. Up next, 10 R&B songs from 1966 we'll never forget. Click it and let's keep the rhythm rolling.